The NHL and the NHLPA exercised their out clause and will not be heading to Beijing to compete at the Olympics. Increasing cases of COVID-19 have forced the league to postpone numerous games, and the scheduling just no longer affords the NHL the luxury of shutting down for 3 weeks. Leaving hockey fans not only disappointed that they're not going to see that best-on-best tournament they so wanted to see, but also asking themselves, what now? And even those two words open up a laundry list of questions. Let's take a look at a few. Okay, number one, who's going to be on Team Canada? A few weeks ago, when the possibility of the NHL pulling out was starting to become a reality, I spoke to Team Canada GM Doug Armstrong.
Is there two Team Canadas perhaps being built right now just in case, God forbid, something happens where the NHL has to pull out?
Yes, there is, and that's Scott Salmon and Hockey Canada to take care of the other team. But everything we're doing is to create an NHL team, and any secondary team is sort of created by Hockey Canada, and we're not involved in that whatsoever.
Now, our own Vicky Hall spoke with Salmon about how they would put together Canada's contingency team. Hockey Canada was hoping to have the Spengler Cup to evaluate some of those players, but was forced to drop out of that tournament. Earlier, they had sent a team to the Channel 1 Cup with former Bruins and Habs coach Claude Julien behind the bench and former NHL star Shane Doan as their GM. Well, both of those guys are going to keep their jobs for Beijing. Salmon said they would also look to the American Hockey League as well as the NCAA. Now, some potential familiar faces for Team Canada. How about goalie Devin Dubnyk and centers David Desharnais and Eric Fair? Okay, question 2. What happens to the NHL's Olympic break? Well, this is a tricky one. The NHL didn't schedule games between February 3rd and February 22nd because, well, they thought they would be in Beijing. Since then, dozens of games have been postponed because of various COVID outbreaks. So on the surface, this seems like a really simple solution. Just try to make up those postponed games during the Olympic break. The problem there is availability. Those rinks weren't just going to sit empty during the Olympics, and most are quite booked up with events like concerts. Number 3, what does this mean for certain stars? Sidney Crosby is one of 3 players that was already named to Team Canada, but seeing as he already has 2 gold medals, I don't think his resume is really going to suffer too much by this decision. And let's face it, young players like Connor McDavid and Nathan MacKinnon will probably get another chance if the NHL decides to go to Italy in 4 years. But what about someone like Alexander Ovechkin? Sure, he's won just about everything you can win in the NHL and is currently chasing one of the most famous records in hockey history, but in 3 trips to the Olympics, he has yet to find the podium. Not only that, he watched his countrymen take home the gold medal in Pyeongchang when NHLers were not there. I hate to doubt a man who's defying the aging process every single day, but this may have been Ovi's last chance for an Olympic medal and one that he wants so badly. Either way, for the second straight Winter Games, NHLers will experience it like every other regular hockey fan, by watching it on TV.